A 5-year Walmart employee here in the Metro loses her job for posting a video that has gone viral.
Felicia Darling says when the child entered the Byram store last week during record-breaking cold temperatures wearing only a diaper, well, she had to do something. I spoke to her tonight, and she says she knew she had to do something quick. Felicia Darling said something to the mother, as did a male customer. Here's some of the interaction.
He came in here without that jacket on. Yeah, he did.
That baby just had a pamper on.
That's all he got on. He's sitting there shaking down.
I can't.
She's just an innocent soul. He didn't ask to be here. So I took action and I started recording her. Minutes in the video, she threw cold food on the baby.
Yeah, don't do that.
And he sadly just looked down.
Somebody call police on her.
It seemed like in his eyes, he was just looking for help. He was crying out for help.
Get out that man.
A man was telling her, you throwing cold food on the baby. She walks off and swerves.
I
Yeah, don't do that. Somebody call police.
No, what's wrong with you?
Somebody call police on her.
Who are you? Lord, my Lord.
Know your voice. Who are you?
Get out that man. Get out that man, please.
Crazy.
What the hell? Somebody call police on her.
Go ahead, CPS already called 2 times. I keep passing. Once you got hot water, fire extinguisher.
But when you come in the store fully dressed and your baby's not.
Now, I'm going to call the cops right now.
A customer in a riding shopping cart purchases an outfit for the boy and dresses him while the mother flips through her phone.
After the lady in the riding cart put the outfit on the baby, she walks out of Walmart and started walking to her car. Was walking to her car. A cop was walking behind her, and they arrested her and they took the baby. They took the baby and CPS was called.
26-year-old Cambria Darby was arrested and charged with child neglect. Child Protective Services released the child to a family member. Byram police say Darby has bonded out.
Greetings from the east, the north, the south, and this wicked-ass place. The topic, the definition of funk bomb. The question, why do you think they think this attitude is acceptable? Let's get into it. I am your host. I am the one.
Okay, let's get into it. You seen this video, the first video I showed. It's one of 3. First, the definition of funk bomb. Now, if you're young, of course, you would not understand, you would not know the definition of funk bomb. The word funk means funky. If you stink, it's a bad attitude. Not only is it a bad attitude, it's a bad personality. Bad attitude, bad personality. Okay, bomb, as we all know, it's got a potential to explode. So when you get a funk bomb, she got a funky attitude, and she's likely to cause you trouble down the line because she's going to explode eventually. A funk bomb, as my uncle used to call it, because he never would use the B word. He would just say funk bomb. So I'm going to use funk bomb. A funk bomb is a woman that a black male should get away from as fast as possible. I don't care about the other races. You can justify other races. I don't care. We talking about our own people. A funk bomb is a woman that's going to destroy you. When you seen this video, her attitude was to the point where she could give less than 2 cents about anything or anybody. I got 3 things, and I wrote them down, that I noticed right off the rip. Number 1, she's selfish. Selfish as all hell. When you got a selfish woman, you got a problem. Why? Her only concern is about her. No other concern in the world. Now remember, this is a little small baby. And this funk bomb could care less than 2 cents about her own baby. Now, she clothed herself. I'm not sure it was super cold like the news report said, but I'm pretty sure 50s, maybe even in the 60s. But if you notice, this funk bomb, she had on a sweater. Now, initially, the baby had nothing on but a set of diapers. So when you get a selfish woman like that could care less than 2 cents about anything or anybody but her big funky butt, how's that? She had clothes on. Number 2, attitude. Although she's dead wrong in this case, and the older guy was trying to speak knowledge into existence in her raggedy, funky body. Instant attitude. She was dead wrong. But the thing about being dead wrong, she'll fight to the end. Dead wrong, but she'll still fight to the end. Her attitude just flat out stinks. It's almost like a thief. A thief hate to be stolen. Let me take that back. Listen to what I'm saying. A thief hate for you to steal from him. A cheater hate to be cheated on. It is what it is. She got this raggedy attitude where you cannot do it to her, but she can do it to anybody. Number 3. She got I hope I'm saying this word right, propensity for violence. Because she came up on an older guy, and I forgot exactly what word she used, but like almost like get out my face. So a funk bomb got a potential to be very, very violent. Dead wrong, but she want to get violent with somebody. Now I'm pretty sure these funk bombs know who to deal with, because of course they'll come up in a man's face, because a man will lose both ways. If he win, he lose. If he lose, he lose. But there's going to be a female that's going to take care of business with this funky funk bomb. Number 4, I'm trying to go through these right quick because it's 3 videos. She's heartless. This woman is totally heartless. She don't care about anything or anybody. Let's just put it this way. If she don't care about a little baby, she don't care about her mother. She don't care about her father, her sister, or brother. And men, you men down in Jacksonville, stay away from her. If she don't care about her own little baby, she could care less than 2 cents about you. And I will ask every man in Jackson, Mississippi that's around this woman, never touch this funky funk bomb again, ever. Because she will be the cause of your destruction. This woman is plain evil. She had an attitude out of this world, and her funky butt start to twerk. Now, you know, I'm pretty sure it's some men in Jackson that's going to go with this woman. And it's going to be your downfall. Remember these words. If she don't care about a little baby, she don't care about a doggone thing. Nothing. Stay away from her. Let that funky funk bomb be celibate the rest of her life, or go to another race. Another race to take you. But for black men, I would say never touch this woman again in her whole life, because she's a funky funk bomb. When you mess with kids, you a piece of garbage. You just a piece of garbage. You got your big funky butt. It's cold, but you got clothes on, and the baby don't have no clothes on. And a nice lady in a cart that came up and was putting clothes on her. And did you see this funky woman? She talking on the phone. That's that typical funk bomb attitude. And you know what I'm talking about. She just funky all the way around. Attitude, head wagging, twerking, nasty. I bet her butt smell like a... She stink. How's that? Let's try to keep it clean. She just plain stinks. When you have to deal with women like this, it's best not to even deal with them. I'm going to tell you why. Because a woman like this will be the destruction of a man. And you mark my words. Any woman, any man, I don't know, she may be a lesbo, who knows, I don't know. But the thing is, any man that get with this woman, you writing your 20, 30, 40-year prison sentence. Because nothing good will come from this woman. Okay. The second video, I want you to take a look at this video. Now, this is an old video, but this is Funk Bomb number 2. Women today will tell you that they don't eat at certain places. Well, how did they get that big? Do they eat at an expensive restaurant every day? I'm pretty sure it's rare that women go to expensive restaurants. I'm pretty sure. I'm talking about the typical woman. But this Funk Bomb number 2, was so entitled, although this video is old, but I think it's indicative of the attitude that certain women have these days. So you hang on and check video number 2 out.
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Oh, okay.
Okay. So,
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date. Is that right?
You're supposed to. Look at, when you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself, to keep you safe, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
You've been pretty nice, but
and then
Cheesecake Factory.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least
what did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, even when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
It's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Okay.
When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
Again. I don't
we're not
know
there
yet.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
And then, but
I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made
Nothing
up.
wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, well, look at
look
at my plan where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m. Right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in a relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing. Which I'm still willing to do. I would have been. Okay. But if we're late, I told you twice.
Late. It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot. I'm waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that?
I literally
you don't understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations for that.
No.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So, respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Okay, you've seen it for yourself. This woman wanted to be courted. Try to pronounce that one. She wanted to be courted. Now, I must say, the lady is not a bad-looking lady at all. Not at all. But there's a Bible scripture in the book of Sirach, in the Apocrypha. It says it makes the woman look ugly because of her attitude. So, honestly, she wanted to be courted, but her attitude made her look so ugly. And she made reference to, she was saying, you don't take a beautiful woman any place. You got to really come correct when you take a beautiful woman out. You wait until somebody tell you you're beautiful. You don't impose beauty on yourself. Because, the old saying, the old cliche, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I've heard some comments about this woman, and they say, oh, she's just terrible and she's fat. The lady is overweight. But this is what the dating market looked like for the youngsters. I don't have to worry about that no more. But this is what the dating market looked like for the youngsters. You guys are done. She said she can't be seen in a Cheesecake Factory. Now, I can guarantee you she don't eat out all the time at expensive places. And I would love to eat there, but I don't really eat out no how, but I would love to eat there. But this is the world we live in. I got one more thing. She made a statement that it's too early to come up to her place. Of course, I agree. No big deal. Well, if that's the case, it's too early to be spending all that money. It is what it is. It's too early. Okay, it's too early to do this. It's too early. You can't hold my hand. You can't do this. You can't do that. But it's not early when it comes down to spending his hard-earned money on a very expensive restaurant. It's not too early to do that. One of the things I like about this dude is he said, you know what? This is not working. He said, no, it's not working. And he was wise enough to say, let me take your funky funk bomb home and let me go on about my business. He did the right thing. He didn't wait around for this and that. Get rid of him. Brothers, do not stay in a bad relationship. I'm a witness. Get out. Don't waste no time or money. Get the hell out. Now this third funk bomb number 3. She speaks for herself. Take a look at this third video. She speaks for herself.
Level up and all those kind of things.
It's interesting how she's mentioning how she was taking time off to level up, but she didn't mention that she just had a kid. I guess she just forgot.
And then, like, I've only been back in the dating game for like, what, a month? And I met this other guy, very quite established, I should say. I don't want to say rich. I'd rather just go with established.
Okay, so she met a guy who is established, which means he has some decent money coming in. Keep that in mind while you're listening to her talk.
And when we met, I had already had an upcoming trip to one of my neighboring countries.
You had this trip planned before you met him, okay.
I paid my own flights, I paid my own accommodation, and the only thing I needed from him was pocket money.
Wait. You planned this trip before you met him, but now you need pocket money from him. So what would you have done if you hadn't met him?
And not that I needed it, I already had planned even and saved up for my pocket money.
If you didn't need it, then why did you ask him for it?
But it was just one of those things that, okay, he's in my life now. Well, he wants to be in my life now. So I wanted to see if he will show up for me the way I expect him to.
So since he's established and he's dating you, he automatically owes you pocket money for a trip you planned before you met him.
So, okay, I'll just get my delivery. So I'm like, he knew about this upcoming trip from the time we started talking.
So
when the date is approaching, I'm like,
you see the kid in the background? Where's his pappy?
Okay, the trip is in 2 days, and I think I'm gonna need like a little bit more cash because I have a whole lot of activities, and I don't think I've saved enough for everything that I want to do in this country.
Notice she says she doesn't have enough to do everything she wants to do in the country she's visiting. That means you should scratch some of the activities off your list, not expect him to pay for it.
He did not send me an e-wallet. I was even shocked, like, why are you not asking for my bank account? So when he was like, okay, cool. He agreed to me asking for pocket money so easy. Like, he was just like, oh, sure. And then I'm like waiting for him to ask for my account number, only for him to say e-wallet.
That's because when he told you that he'd give you the money, he wasn't thinking. Later on, he thought to himself and said, why the hell am I giving this woman money for a trip that she planned before she met me and I'm not even going? For all he knows, you're going on a trip with another man at his expense.
Mind you, the limit for e-wallet is how much? 5 grand. I'm going on a holiday. How much is a boat cruise? 3K? Why are you sending 5K? What am I gonna do with 5K on a vacation?
So I'm guessing she's talking about the South African Rand currency, which is approximately $266 US. Notice how she's laughing about the $266, but she doesn't even have that extra for herself for the extra activities she wants to do when she visits this other country.
So, and I honestly do understand, like, we haven't invested much into each other. We've only been like on 2 dates. We had only been on 2 dates.
Haven't invested that much in each other. And how much money did you spend on him in those 2 dates?
He really was putting in an effort, you know, on our dates. Bought like vintage wine, came with flowers, picked me up, Uber Black, you know. He was being like a gentleman until the moment I asked for pocket.
And there you have it. You have invested absolutely nothing into this man. However, you just admitted that he spent money on you for things like vintage wine, flowers, and Uber Black, which is the expensive Uber. And then you had the nerve to ask him for pocket money for a trip he's not even going on with you.
And he sent me $5K.
And he still sent you $266 and you're laughing at the amount. You ungrateful little sh.
It ruined the whole experience for me because I was like, I come from a relationship where I was treated well. Why should I go through this?
If you were treated so well in your last relationship, then why aren't you still with that man? Answer, because he finally figured out that you were using him for his money, so he let you go. By the way, was that guy your baby daddy? And where is he? Because that little boy in the background probably still got that new baby smell.
Also, you're still trying to court me. You're still trying to know me. Like, you know, you're still trying to soften me up. I would expect someone to say 100 times what they said. You know, I expected a whole lot more.
He's still trying to date you for one or two reasons. Either he just want to hit it, or he's waiting to see how you're going to act about asking him for money in the future, and that would be the determining factor on whether he's going to completely let you go or not.
But actually, the whole point of this video is the same person who sent me 3K is now in France watching the rugby game. But he claimed when I stopped talking to him because of the 5K thing, he went to one of my close friends and told them that he feels I was very short-sighted, you know, like I wasn't patient with him. He was going through a tough time and I just let him go like that because of money.
See, she didn't want to deal with him anymore because of the money. Once he didn't give her the amount that she wanted, she got upset with him because she thinks he owes her.
And now he's in Paris, he's in France. Like, aren't you supposed to be broke? So he's only broke when I need it, but when he wants to do something, he's not broke.
Clearly, this chick does not understand what extra means. When he says he doesn't have it, he meant he doesn't have any extra money to give you. That doesn't mean that he doesn't have money to do what he wants to do for himself. He doesn't owe you anything.
I know, like, he works very hard for his money and he has to, like, spoil himself, you know, like compensate for all his hard work.
Wait for it.
But I also expect for him to show up just as much for me.
Are you hearing this?
Okay. Now this one right here, I mean, really, another good-looking woman, but a funk bomb. She plans a trip, and the man got to pay for it. And the attitude that this woman had, it's just ridiculous. This dating market, not only here in America, but in the West, she sounds like she's from Britain, of course, or the accent sounds like Britain. But the West, and I always refer to this wicked ass West, the attitude, the entitlement of women on this side of the world is ridiculous. Somehow, he got to give her money to go on a trip without him, and she got maybe a 1 or 2 year old baby. Wow. Man, I feel sorry for the younger generation because you got a pool of clean word, doo-doo to pick from. How's that? You got a pool of doo-doo to pick from. Mainly, you weigh your options and then you say no. If women got these standards, you got to open your wallet. And they jump from man to man to man to man. And all these men are opening up their wallets. Let me give you some advice, man. Close your wallet. Close it up. Close it. Do not open your wallet. Say no. Because I can guarantee you one thing. She's jumping from man to man to man to man. So that womb is greatly polluted. Some people know what I'm talking about. It's in the scriptures. It's greatly polluted. Do not return to a polluted womb. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But men, say no. I ain't even a rapper. That even sound good. The thing is, no. The answer is no. But if you want to continue with women like this, funk bombs. Remember that word now. Funk bombs. If you want to continue to date funk bombs, that's on you. Well, let me tell you something. Thank you for watching. I am your host. I'm up out of here. I am the one.